Hi guys, welcome to Reensplace. Tonight for dinner I am trying my low carb diet out again. I'm not even going to say diet, I'm going to say that we're eating low carb to see how it makes us feel if we lose weight. It definitely helps with inflammation on my bad leg. So after the new year I decided to jump back in and give it another try. So tonight we're making fathead pizza dough. And it's a simple recipe if you have your stuff prepared. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I do a larger recipe so that we have it, like we make it tonight, we can eat it for 2 nights. It's a Friday night here, so I want to have dinner tonight and then another night during the weekend. For the recipe, you're going to need 3 cups of shredded mozzarella, 1.5 cups of almond flour, 4 tablespoons of cream cheese, and 2 eggs. 4 tablespoons of cream cheese is 2 ounces. Okay. And you want to put this into a microwave safe bowl because you are going to microwave it. And then if you look on your cream cheese packages, you probably all know this, they have the sections that say each one is an ounce. So I just like make a line through the paper and then I know how much I need. Okay, Chuck, if you put this away for me, please. Okay. Then we're going to need 3 cups of shredded mozzarella. And I do mine on the KitchenAid with the shredder attachment. I have several attachments for my KitchenAid, as well as a food processor. But I swear that cheese shredder attachment is probably my favorite thing that I have for my KitchenAid. And if you don't have one, get it. I can put the link below. I'm newly affiliated with Amazon, so I can put that link for you in there. You can check it out there, or, I mean, they sell them everywhere, but that shredder thing is really nice. Okay, so I'm doing 3 loosely packed cups of cheese. And again, we did this ourselves. You buy the block of cheese, it's a lot cheaper than buying packaged cheese, and there's no like cornstarch or adding any extra thickener on there that keeps it from sticking together. That's why mine's sticking together, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to get this in the microwave. I don't remember exactly how long I microwave it for. I'm going to try it out for like a minute at a time. I'm going to try it like a minute. Somebody is really hungry, I guess, tonight. I'm going to do it a minute at a time. And each time I take it out, I'm going to stir it. And then I'll come back and I'll show you it when it's melted, and I'll tell you how many minutes. Okay, we're back. And Chuck is just going to keep this stirring for me. I did a minute, and then stir, and then this is the second minute, and stir. It's nice and hot. He's going to keep moving that for me. I should have done this while that was in the microwave, but didn't think of it. So in my bowl, in another bowl, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of almond flour. That's my oven coming up to temperature. That's another thing. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees while you're doing this. Chuck, get really in there. Don't be scared. 1.5 cups of almond flour. Now, if you're going to add seasoning to your crust, a little garlic powder, Italian seasoning, now is when you add it to the almond flour before you start adding the wet ingredients. So, and to that, I'm just adding 2 eggs. Kind of fold it over each other, Chuck. I'm looking for something. Wow, it just didn't happen there. Breaking up the eggs. You could throw this all in at one time, but I honestly feel that when you do it this way and make it like a paste, it does a couple things. First of all, the cheese is hot. You don't want to break cold eggs into hot cheese, or you're going to have scrambled eggs. Not fun. And also, this way, I just feel like it combines better, and you can work this paste into there and really see what is, what's mixed in and what's not. And I suppose if you really wanted to, you could throw it at this stage into the KitchenAid and have the KitchenAid mix it for you. Chuck is like, yeah, do that. Okay. I'm just going to, yeah, it's not horribly hot, so I'm just going to throw this in this. Yeah, we haven't had this in a while, but we found this. I found this recipe like last time I did keto. I didn't really ever do keto. I just did low carb. I don't really track anything. I just know that I'm trying to stay under, say, 20 carbs a day. So I just try not to eat over 20 carbs. If I do, I do. But I'm eating everything that's supposed to be on the diet. I do take a few exceptions. I'm not strict by any means. I will use like a bottle of store-bought salad dressing. Sometimes I make my own. But okay, so with clean hands, it's not super hot. I'm just going to knead this in. And that's just getting that paste incorporated into it. It's not going to be 100% in there, but it's going to be pretty darn close. I'm just smushing it together, kind of. Now, see, this is like a big thing of almond paste. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this. And what you do is, once this is into like a dough, we're going to stick it on a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet. Now, again, this makes a big pizza because I don't know if I doubled it or if this is just the recipe. I feel like this is just the recipe I got. I don't know. But this makes, me and Chuck eat different things on our pizza. And again, like if you were truly keto, you would be measuring out how much of this and that and the other thing you stick on it. I don't do that. Like I said, I like to myself know the carb count and the, you know, I kind of track the macros, but I'm not crazy about it. So let me just see if I wrote down how many. It doesn't say. For some reason in my mind, I'm thinking that what I do with this is I'm going to cut this in half and make 2 small pizzas, and then each pizza is going to be 2 servings. Is that correct, Chuck?
I remember right.
Yes. So, I don't know. You can always put the ingredients in your carb tracker, and then carb manager to track your carbs, and then divide it. Like I said, this will make 8 slices of pizza. And also, depending on what toppings that you add to it, would be your true carb count. I'm wanting to say that a serving is, I eat 1 slice, Chuck eats 2. And then we usually have salads with this, and I think that it's like 2 to 4 carbs per pizza, per slice. All right, Chuck, if you hand me that pan over there. Okay, so I usually use on my cookie sheets, I usually use my silicone mats. But this is like really sticky. So I've been buying these Reynolds Kitchen Cookie Bacon Sheets. I love these. And I only use them really for keto recipes, to tell you the truth. So I put the sticky dough on there. And I also do these little cheese crackers, which I will do another video for because they're delightful. And I would like to get some to eat. But yeah, I'll put those in a link also. I usually buy them at ShopRite, but sometimes you can't find them there. And my store is usually out of them. And I don't think I've ever seen them at Walmart, but if you guys see them at Walmart, let me know. Honestly, I buy so much stuff off of Prime because I like having it delivered to my house. Okay, so again, this is no rhyme or reason, I'm just eyeballing it. I have my hands damp. And it's a mess. Chuck, go grab me a fork out of that drawer. Okay, so I just press it into shapes. I like to do like rectangles. If I can get, Chuck, can you hold that corner of the paper for me? You could do this on your own, but I'm slightly spastic tonight because I'm having like 3 other things on my mind right now that I have to get done. So I tried to like, I want to just slap this together. That's the Beagle. She would like to come in and eat some pizza, but she's out there in the hallway looking in. Sad. And I mean, you can go as big or small as you want. Obviously, the bigger you make it, the bigger your slice is going to be. The more toppings you can put on your slice. Okay, now again, obviously, make this in any shape you want. This is just the easiest for me to figure out, yeah, serving sizes, if you will. Okay, so, and here, look it, there's a little piece of cheese. It's not in there. Oh, well, it's not going to kill me. I'm not scared. So I'm just pushing this out. And it feels gritty. I mean, it's not flour, it's almond flour. So I can feel the grittiness of the almonds in here, and the stringy cheesiness of it all. So some of the toppings that we like to use on our pizzas at different times, or sometimes, sadly, all at once. Chuck's laughing at me. He knows it's me that likes all the toppings. Okay, so some of the things I like on here. I like peppers. I like onions. Again, onions are not keto friendly, but I'm not keto friendly, to be sure. I like to just have, a little bit. I don't think it's going to kill you. But, yeah, I put onions on mine, pepperonis, sauce. Well, he likes sausage. He likes bacon on his. I'm not down for that. And then he's going to just take this fork and he's going to prick it all over before we stick that in the oven. Let me just rinse my hands because they are a mess. And this doesn't really take that long. We shredded the cheese. When I say we, I mean Chuck. Chuck shredded the cheese for me. Did you do it yesterday, the day before?
Something like that.
But if you do all the cheese at one time, like normally we get like 2 pounds of cheese, and he just does it all at one time. And then this way we have it for recipes, and you don't waste time on a weeknight or something. Sorry about the shadows. This lighting is horrible in here. If I had a husband that knew anything about electrical. Wait a minute, I do. He might give me some lights down there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we're poking the holes. We're putting it into the preheated 425 degree oven for about 8 minutes. When it comes out, it should be lightly golden. You'll see a little browning spots, maybe a little puffy. I'm going to do that now, and I will come back and show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, and then we'll... Okay, I'm back. This was cooked for 13 minutes at 425 degrees. You can do it less if you like. I like the little bit of brown on it because then it feels, it feels like it's starting to be a crust already. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add some pizza sauce. Now I know that actually Great Value ShopRite brand has a low carb. It's not low carb, but it is low in carbs. Their store brand pizza sauce. This is homemade, and there will be another video on this. But basically, it's crushed tomatoes, a little bit of olive oil, and then some spices. So that's what I use. And we're just going, again, if you are really true keto and you're, strict, you're probably going to want to measure out your pizza sauce in a measuring cup. I'm not that strict. This is just how we do it. Okay. Chuck, does that look like good sauce for yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So put as much or as little sauce on as you like. And then you want to start putting cheese on yours? Again, if you're doing strict keto, you're going to want to measure out your cheese. We don't roll that way.
Yeah.
I don't even consider us keto. Do you, Chuck?
No.
I think we're low carb,
Yes.
or trying to be. We're trying to live the low carb
Low
lifestyle.
Carb, lose a couple pounds, make the doctor happy.
Yeah, my ankle is horrible when I'm not, and my knee was getting terrifically painful every time I got up and down, which I sew all day. So guess what I'm doing? Sitting and standing, sitting and standing. Okay. You got to put the cheese in the middle so we could share.
No,
he doesn't,
mine.
He
I
doesn't,
shredded it.
he don't like to share the cheese, but okay. I don't have that kind of time if he's taken.
Well, I'm not experienced at this.
Neither am I. I've never made a pizza before, Chuck. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell he's never made a pizza before. He's doubling his cheese.
I drive a truck. That's what I
Here,
do.
whoa. You are still low carb, does not mean eat all the cheese.
More cheese.
So you want to push it out to the edges. I don't know what he's doing over here.
I think it spots.
No, stop with the cheese, for real. This is way too much you put on. This is why I don't really let him in the kitchen. Unless he's washing dishes. Which, thank God this week, my Etsy store, reensplace.etsy.com. Yes, I put that in there. I'm shameless. But it's been doing a lot of business this week. So Chuck has really picked up the slack for me here at home. Thank goodness. The house is still kind of a wreck, but I can live with it. It's not always busy, so we do what we got to do when it is. And Chuck has been cooking and washing dishes. And if he didn't do the laundry, I wouldn't have any clean clothes on. Okay, so we're here. You put that away. Chuck likes bacon and sausage on his, so we have a little bit of bacon bits left from, I don't remember what we used these for, Chuck, do you?
Hamburger.
What was it? Oh, we made burgers and we put bacon bits in them. I don't eat that, but he does.
On the grill.
We did burgers with these bacon bits. These are the ones I buy at Aldi's. And we put them on chaffle buns. If you guys do not know what a chaffle is, oh my God. There are a lot of recipes out there, but I found a killer one that honestly, I haven't even used my old recipe for chaffles since I found the new one. So I'll do a video on that too, because they're delicious. Okay, so that was just a tiny bit of bacon bits. Again, you do you, as much or as little, or none if you don't like. And then this is just some, what is this, like mild pork Italian sausage that he fried up. Again, this was for something else that we did. I don't remember what this was for either.
Yeah, I don't know.
What did you have this on?
I think I actually just had a sausage sandwich.
Not with this, you didn't.
No.
What did you do with this? He did something with this.
I did.
I don't remember what. We should keep better track of what we eat. Maybe even do a video. You guys, would you be interested in seeing our... Now, mind you, we're trying to do low carb, so it's not going to be anything delightful like we normally do. But if you'd be interested in to see like our like what's for dinner videos, to see what we're eating on our low carb diet, let me know. Maybe we'll start doing those if there's any interest for it. But yeah, I've been very busy. That's why not so many videos right now, because the store is really kicking my butt. But I haven't forgotten about it, and we're always trying to do it. I'm going to try to get at least one a week up. It's hard sometimes. I just wish I had a clone sometimes. You could put that away, the rest of those. Okay, so I'm much more simple than Chuck. I have a little leftover. Oh, I know what that was from. He made, because we're so in love with these new chaffles we found, Chuck the other night for dinner made chaffle pizzas. Basically what he did was he made these white bread chaffles, and then we put pizza sauce on them and toppings and baked them in the oven. And they were pretty good, but I have to say I like
This better.
the fathead pizza dough. It kind of holds up better to the sauce and stuff.
Like dinner wasn't bad.
But yeah, I would eat it again if we were in a pinch, for sure. Okay, so these are some toppings that I had left over. It's a little bit of white onion, a little tiny bit of red pepper, and a couple of mushrooms. But I did make, I cut up two more mushrooms, because I liked the mushrooms. And I'm also going to add some pepperoni. So I'm just sprinkling this mix on that I have.
Keep it on your side, please.
I'll throw them over there. Chuck doesn't like the onions. I don't know who doesn't like onions. But you guys, do you like onions on your pizza? I feel like it's just not a pizza if it doesn't have some onions on there. And honestly, my eyesight's not great in this dim light here, so I'm not sure if I'm getting them spread out evenly or not, but it's fine. Okay, so again, for what I track in carbs and stuff, I can have 2 slices of this pizza. And I eat one just because I usually like to have a big salad with it. And that's fine. It fills me up. But Chuck, you normally eat 2. Don't you normally eat 2?
Yeah.
And that fills him up. And sometimes we don't even have, sometimes we don't even make salads with it. Sometimes we just eat pizza. Like, honestly, I have so much work tonight, I don't even know if we're going to get a salad. We shall see. Okay, so now I'm just quartering up some of this Hormel pepperoni. I buy this at Sam's Club. I think it's the cheapest at Sam's Club, honestly. If you can have one there, it's a 2-pound value pack. So you get 2 1-pound packages, and it's like $9 and change. And what I do is when I buy from the store, I put one in my fridge and one in my freezer. So that's my freezer bag. But we have to go that way. There's no stores. I live in Pennsylvania, and I don't live by any stores. So honestly, anything that we go to, I think the ShopRite is the closest to us. What would you say, 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes, 15 miles. Everything else is 25 miles.
Yeah, everything else is like an hour away, honestly. And we do our grocery shopping usually once a week, which Chuck did for me yesterday. And then like Sam's Club is, everything's in separate directions. So if we want to go to Walmart, that's an hour one way. If we want to go to Sam's Club, that's an hour the other way. So he went to Walmart yesterday and got some of our basics that I know I can get most of it online, but sometimes you just want to go to the store and get what you got to get. So he got coffee and
You stopped at Aldi's.
oh yeah, Aldi's is on the way to Walmart. That's a blessing because 2 for 1 there. He got all of our heavy cream and egg whites and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so a little pepperoni, lots of mushrooms. These are my favorite too. Onions and mushrooms. I'm going to put beagle on my pizza. Is that keto friendly? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to throw this back in the oven, and basically what you're going to do, I'm going to say like 10 minutes or until the cheese and sauce is bubbly and all your toppings look like they're cooked. So I'm going to put this in. Again, I have it on 425. I'm probably going to crank it back to like 400 degrees, and I'll give you an idea when I get back how long it took. So we'll be back in just a few minutes, or 10. Okay guys, we're back. They cooked in the oven for 13 minutes at 400 degrees. And I let them sit probably for about 5 minutes before I put the video back on. I was going to let them sit longer because it is, after all, a cheese crust. That's Winifred. And Chuck is hovering around here like he's starving. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. So what I do is I cut these into 4 somewhat even slices. Chuck, you want to bring them plates over? And again, I mean, this is your pizza. Make the dough as thick or as thin as you like. My theory is if you make it thin, you have more pieces or bigger pieces. Hang on. I don't know where I am. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what that looks like. Crust looks pretty good. And again, we eat this before, so we know we like it. I'm going to throw another slice on there for you, Chuck. And one for me. Now, this is a little soggy on my side because I put mushrooms. You know how mushrooms release the water. If you want to avoid that, you can just fry up your mushrooms a little before, but I don't really care. You can't even see the dough through all my toppings, but Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you give this recipe a try if you are doing low carb and you're craving pizza. I don't know if this is going to come out on film or not because I'm having some camera problems right now. Alright. So, I hope that didn't mess up too much. It looks like I'm having some camera difficulties. I hope you give it a try. I hope you really do enjoy it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it to your page if you know somebody who might enjoy this as well. And if you haven't done so, please hit that red subscribe button so you